chatting. We've been dying. We've been dying from emails.
Every day I get too many emails.
All right. Shout out to websites that just don't work when when you're trying to apply for jobs.
It's great. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Cause like,
Hell.
there's this one application I'm doing. I'm like 3/4 of the way through, and 3/4 of the way through, it asks you to do an assessment to prove that you're capable of what? Putting shirts on shelves? I don't know. Because every time I try to do the assessment, it tries to open a second window, but it can't because this website is broken.
God.
Alright, well, anyway, welcome everyone!
Welcome, welcome. We're having a day.
We are discussing. We are discussing the intricate frugalities of life. But those are not the words I want, but they're the words I got.
Sometimes you just grab words, and you grab the wrong ones, and that's fine.
If you've never grabbed the wrong word, then you are in fact accursed and should be gone from my sight. If you always have the right word, you clearly have a millennium item.
God, that's like late season Yu-Gi-Oh, where they just instead of moving on, they just kept doing Millennium items, and they just ran out of ideas.
Zexel's stupid shining draw ability, but it's just pulling up vocab words. Because, like, I think I've gotten into this before, but the shining draw. I'm sorry, everyone who wants to actually see this game. The Shining Draw and
Fuck
Zexel.
this! We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh now.
The thing is, the Shining Draw and Zexel is so stupid because it's basically, oh hey, we've lit. It's the writers going, oh hey, we've written ourselves into a corner. Let's give the protagonists the ability to just make up a card.
God.
And it's never
I
the
love
same
cheating.
card. It's like so absurdly cheating because I think the first time they used it was when a guy had this one like trap card that was immune to that literally just could not that was immune to other card effects. And you know, in typical Shadow game fashion, it was actually devouring reality outside of the dual space.
Of course, of course.
So anyway, this is the first time they use the power, and they pull out, oh hey, negate all other cards in the field. Yes, this bypasses immunity.
God.
Also win the duel instantly. Like, genuinely, the Shining Draw is so absurdly dumb. Well, that's enough about a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series I only saw, like, maybe the first third of.
No, we should spend an hour talking about dual monsters again.
Frankly, we should just do, like, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream, but we don't actually know jack shit about either. Alright, everyone.
No ghost trick.
Yeah, it's time to go to divorce court.
Babe, you have not set up the Discord stream. I can't see shit.
I have not, no. I think you should simply, perish.
This is a real-time fandom. I'm just gonna improv every line now.
You're gonna improv every line without the image. This is one of those behind the dubs, but like you have no way of actually pulling up the source thing.
Everyone's talking over each other. It's a nightmare. 10 million views.
I visited the novelist apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped. I doubt the Justice Meow Meow will call off the execution tonight. Yes, babe?
The Justice Meow Meow.
The Justice Meow Meow.
Everyone's favorite.
The key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing. And I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. So, really, we have like 30 years.
We have all the time in the goddamn world.
My My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. Lady?
God. Top tier parenting.
God.
I voiced her, right?
Yeah.
I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter.
Well, that's no reason to go out this late at night.
But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that.
But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel, lady. I think you need to take parenting classes.
She's on her 8th glass of wine. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Mama,
Yes, darling?
let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday. Even though it's already past midnight.
Not tonight, Emily.
I hate you!
Looks like the little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. And there's another lucky development too. Emily wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, I would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Alright.
Carson!
Very safe. Very cool.
The phone!
Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight.
Why not?
Listen to me, Emily. I'm speaking directly into your ear. You want to go to the GameStop and pick up, what, Barbie's Horse Adventure 2?
Bambi for the PS2.
Bambi for the PS2. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider.
What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels.
Ooh. Ooh.
Killing me. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry, you really have! How do you expect me to forgive such an insult?
I hate you!
Shout out to everyone's favorite character. That. There.
Yeah, my favorite character in Ghost Trick is the wine mom who blows up.
I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father.
I hate you!
I can hear you, you know. Phew, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know I have to do something about this lady, so Emily can call.
We should burn down her apartment.
I think I think there's a very stupid version of this universe where, like, better not put out the lamp right now. It'll only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. There's like a version of the story where you just run out of fuel or something.
God.
Oh boy.
Poor funny rat.
Oh boy, we're going to do such horrible things to this rat.
Oh yeah. This game is a rat torture.
Well, well, having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams.
God. Put this lady in Smash.
For her final smash, Wine Mom gets drunk. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend?
Hello.
Oh, hi. As always, feel free to jump in the call. Oh, we are going to do such horrible things to this rat.
This is where you start getting so mean and rude to these rats.
She's more powerful than I thought. We're going to need 16 more seasons to get enough power to beat her.
God.
Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side too. Huh, the angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. We are doing such horrible things to this rat.
What did the rat do to you?
Exist.
Oh heaven.
Understandable.
I'm willing to bet this is the same rat you used to save Missile during that first puzzle so long ago.
Yeah. This rat's having a bad night.
This rat will somehow end up in the Missile later on. Oh heavens, a blackout at a critical time like this? Of course, dim lights suit my swordly love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark.
The call's getting real fucked on my end, so I'm gonna leave and reset.
Alright, hurry.
Okay.
The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. So, how's your day been, anyway? Lou?
Sorry, I was preoccupied. That's been fine. I did some chores. What the fuck are you
Nice.
doing?
She's winching the
Powerful.
chandelier up.
Yeah, it's been fine. I did a bit of chores, putting off other chores.
Ah, fair enough. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight.
Also, babe, the call is still being real bad.
I'll reset it on
What's
mine.
happening with yours?
Sorry, what?
Like, are you getting like a clicking sound too?
That might
Yeah.
just be the lady's typewriter. Are you still hearing it?
Discord hates us today, simply.
It hates us
It's
so
not
much.
happening right now. At least on my end.
Yeah, no, I think it's just something that happens with Rachel sometimes.
Don't you know, babe? I'm actually auditioning for a role in The Last of Us 3.
God.
By the way, we haven't
Well, it's not
looked.
happening now, so it should be fine.
Yeah, we haven't looked at this logbook in a while.
The logbook updates every time you gain any piece of information.
Yeah, like there's so much going on here.
It rules.
Thankfully, it's just one page per person. It's like I swear I remember you being able to see like every variant at once. Maybe that's a different menu.
Maybe.
Oh hell yeah, Pepper's Firecracker. Perfume. You know what? I do like the little titles everyone has.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Green, blue, odd, lanky and loose lawman. Guardian of the Park. Pigeon Man. Jovial Tenor. Chip Eater.
Typical cop.
Maybe Blue Square. You know what? I'm like certain. You know what? I'm like 90% sure that all of Bailey's animations were supposed to be used on like a ladies model. But
It's very fun.
like Bailey
Got
is
the boobs and butt pose.
Bailey is very much animated like some random woman.
I'm here for it.
It's equality.
Rock Jailbird, curry-loving Jailbird.
That's the only time we can see his portraits right.
His... You know what? I can see why.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
Faded Jailbird. Itchy Man. I like to think this is like Cecil's impression of these people.
I'm pretty sure it is. Like, this is like all the stuff he thinks before he knows people's names.
Yeah. Black-hearted Blue Man and Blue Woman. Fastidious Glass Polisher. Beloved Mother. Awesome! She doesn't get a portrait.
We haven't seen her yet. She's dead.
She doesn't matter. Alright, let's see what we can actually do now. Maybe. I don't know if we can just make fire bigger.
Yeah, for fun.
Let's see, examine. Here we go.
Yeah, I know the solution to this one.
What a naughty chandelier. Oh my god, I'm going to knock her the fuck out with a chandelier.
Oh, please tell me that's the solution.
Please, please, please. It'd be so mean and rude, which means it'd be fucking hilarious.
God, you just fucking ruined this rat's day.
We are! Alright. Well, the solution seems pretty obvious now that I think about it.
Yeah. I will say there's some precise timing on it.
Yay.
Seems like it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Put this lady in Smash.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because she will just fucking dodge out of the way if you don't hit it exactly.
Magical. Alright,
What
let's
is this
see.
frame perfect nonsense?
Got her! Amelie! Amelie, help me!
That's not nearly as funny as what I was hoping.
Honestly,
Mama!
I was hoping she just got fucking clocked.
You accidentally kill her with this and you need to go back to 4 minutes before you did that. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm too dizzy. I can't get up.
You know, frankly, I think this game should have played around more with like the idea of having to work around your own actions in a path section.
Yeah, because they only really do that like once.
Yeah, right in the tutorial.
I'm afraid I can't help you right now.
Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. That chandelier's on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own.
I feel like there's a joke there somewhere with the wedding band, but I'm not gonna make it.
There very much is. Ah, boo! We
I
can't.
mean, you still have things you can do over there if you desire.
I mean, yeah. I was just thinking, it is technically possible to just set her on fire, I guess.
Wait, are you allowed to move the chandelier back up?
You know what? We'll try that afterwards. If I recall, the Dogma said she didn't like the dark. Don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. Better not put out the lamp right now. Ah, I see. We need to knock her... We do, in fact, still need to knock her the fuck out.
You gotta incapacitate her.
Beautiful.
What? What is going on here? Amelie, look, do you see this? Help me, please!
Oh, sorry. I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning. So I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too.
You're so mean and rude to this lady.
We do. From this lady's perspective, some shit just happened that she has no context for.
Looks like the lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now a little girl can call her father.
I also want to believe that she's perfectly fine, perfectly able to get up and help her. She just chooses not to.
Oh, absolutely. The only trouble is she can't reach it. Guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Gonna fucking donk her on the head. Oh, that's right, candles. Alright, well first off, we do have to do one little thing. Please.
Ew.
Oh my god, oh, we're so mean to this rat. Holy shit.
Oh my god! This fucking rat!
It's on
No.
fire!
Oh my god!
This is rat suffering simulator.
From your perspective, this is a fun puzzle game. From the rat's perspective, this is a saw trap.
From the rat's perspective, what about the woman?
She's fine.
Good evening, detective. I have placed a rat in front of you.
This rat has committed so many sins.
There is no puzzle. Die.
Damn, it sounds getting real lazy. The new traps.
What in the world is going on here? There's so much fucking fire around here. Holy shit.
We are going to burn this apartment building down.
Well, at least the rat went out.
Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute.
Oh, she's so mean rude.
Everyone, this apartment has a hostile aura to it.
Dying.
Suffering even.
Hello, Papa?
Oh, time for Meow Meow voice again. Amelie, is that you?
Of course it is, silly. What did you think?
But I heard they said you No, never mind. It's nothing.
Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa!
Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it?
Sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama.
Oh, you mean old mama. I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now?
Well, she's certainly up alright. My stubborn mother's kind of tied up at the moment.
Amelie, what did you do?
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble.
Can I just say how fucking, like, disturbing that statement is without context?
Oh yeah.
Great.
It's disturbing with context, honestly. No, Amelie. You can't star in a horror movie. You can't be the antagonist of a horror movie for at least 5 more years. I'm the one who was wrong.
Huh?
Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's alright now.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I gotta be honest. It feels wrong to have him, like, not be miserable.
Genuinely, this one portrait of him makes him look like a completely different person.
He looks like he's 1,000 years younger.
You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything.
And thus begins the era of everyone thinking Emily is psychic.
But okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. Taking him out of his meow meow phase is like genuinely so weird.
Mama? I'm sorry.
My goodness, why the sudden change?
I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Emily.
I thought all you ever did was write those weird novels.
That makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of a justice minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right, I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're obviously that one chick from Carrie.
You mean Carrie?
Sure.
God. Chick from Carrie. I promise to stop. I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
I don't even know why I phrased it like that.
Oh, that was good.
You know, I just say words, I don't have any control. I don't have any control over them.
Just say words recreationally.
And it's great.
Oh, my chest hurts.
What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that.
Oh, okay.
So, Emily, if you're feeling somewhat charitable towards your old mama, do you think you could let me down?
You know, love to do that. I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now.
God. You know, that has to be a clip at some point.
Oh, for sure.
God. Fuck. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Tonight, on this...
I think I got you. I got you.
Oh, thank you. This is definitely one for the ages.
Girl from Carrie.
The worst part is, I know who Carrie is, but my brain just inserted that one chick.
What chick? Fuck.
Psychic damage, but it's the good kind. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. It looks like the only thing pressing on me will be the chandelier. Here's to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. It's such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about?
I'll have to go back and do it later because the moment passed on the actual stream.
Aw, damn.
Fair enough. I just hope the mysteries to me can be cleared up as quickly as furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office where everybody's waiting for the prison van. God, I'm actually crying from that. The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla's still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Okay, wait a minute, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, never mind, sorry, that was the mouse on the other computer. I looked at OBS and saw a second computer, and I was wondering what that... Sorry, I saw a second mouse, and I was confused for a minute.
Falling apart.
Babe, do you think I'm actually functional after that chick from Carrie? Surprisingly, the minister's brow was still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who's just learned his daughter's safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is gonna happen. I just found out that my daughter's safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. Hey,
Oh,
I didn't do
it's
anything.
So different.
He's like honestly
He's
him
no
being like,
longer mentally ill.
no, he's mentally ill again.
Oh no.
No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. I don't know what I did. One question. I can't help but notice your daughter's safe, and yet you still look unhappy. Have a little smile for us. Of course, there's still the matter with the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives.
God.
Buddy, guess what? I'm in your head again.
You think you're safe?
Hello, Justice Minister. In front of you is an execution order. How about you finally admit I do exist? Oh, thank you, I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? Nah, I don't have that. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. No, none about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made.
Wait, why is Jowd in here?
Oh, okay, so, reasonably speaking, we're not doing like direct telepathy, we are instead talking people's souls in the land of the dead. If you have a core, you basically just get access. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you in the special prison you just escaped from. I mean, I guess not including you, but it seems like a lot of effort just to jail up 3 people. All 3 cases.
It's a very tiny prison.
What are you talking about? It's got a big perimeter wall and everything.
It's actually like the size of a small apartment.
It still costs $3 billion to construct.
Oh, for sure.
And the weirdest part is we had to use dollars instead of whatever the fuck currency of this universe is. We had to outsource to America. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both their crimes were impossible. Impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office. It's almost like he just walked in through the door. And the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The SIU submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. It turns out more than one person has nearsighted Jigo's remote detonator gun. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing criminal acts. According to the inspector, the first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I was a cover-up. I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. Buddy, where the fuck are we right now?
But buddy, we're in the ghost realm!
My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What?
Yeah.
You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? You know, I'm still glad I wouldn't with the Meow Meow voice, but it is very funky giving exposition in it.
He's gonna keep talking for a hot minute, babe.
I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so the Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Zhao's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister.
Ooh.
What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. The thing is, like, does that even count as a valid signature?
I don't think there's any legal, like, things for controlled by ghosts.
Oh, wait, don't deliver that document. I mean, at no point was he capable of simply rescinding that document.
No.
No, certainly not.
That's when it
I
started.
mean, to be fair, how do you explain that you want to rescind the execution order? Like, how do you explain that in a way that isn't, I got controlled by a ghost?
Fair enough. That's when all my fear, despair, and suffering began. That's how I became a Meow Meow. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I'd been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. Huh, so the memory being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? I wonder if that could be relevant somewhere.
Huh.
Signing execution orders is part of a Justice Minister's job. In fact, I've been kind of bad at my job considering this is the first one signed in like 30 years. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanel's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. Huh, I suppose, but it sounds like a bit of an excuse. Should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. At no point could he have simply faked the execution.
No.
Ah. Water.
Yeah, drink water, don't die out here.
Yeah. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Like, okay, fair enough, she's got a valid reason to have moved out, but she also kinda sucked about it.
Oh yeah, this is a bad situation on all ends.
And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. Man, I can't believe Ray's been committing the murders.
I can't believe Ray's got a busy night out here. He's killing people, he's saving lives, he's being a desk lamp.
He's being gaslight gatekeep. I was trying to think of a G word that sounds like that's like about lighting stuff up, but I can't think of one. Gaslight girl boss glow up.
Nice.
Yeah, that works.
What I'm not fine with is the fact that person control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Are you ready to see, Mr. Cabanella? Pulls out a gun.
Think fast.
Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit? As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. Joe, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Ignoring the fine gentleman behind you, of course.
They're empty husks. They do not speak.
Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir.
Hi, Cabanella.
Cabanella's realized that he needs to go deal with the Fae cases.
This is Lynn. I'm at the park.
We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
It looks like your help's needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? You know, I will say, I do like how the story doesn't shy away from having, you know, the ghosts interact with living people. That's like
Yeah, it's good.
That's like weirdly rare in ghost plots.
Like they do a good job of like having you be able to talk to specific people so that it's not just messy, but like you do get a lot of back and forth, which is nice.
Yeah. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off towards Temsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Jowd's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Well, I hope you're done with the exposition chapter. I don't think I'm going to be showing up that much more.
Yeah, no. That was his big moment.
Timsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead, but what did she find? Alright, well. Huh? What's he doing here?
Oh, fuck. La la la. Thank you. Moving on. I'm not reading these anymore. Fuck you.
Sorry, they're on. That was on an automatic thing. Couldn't do anything about it. A little late. It's already ice cold.
He's just
The chicken
chilling.
has gone to waste.
Get out of here, bread nose.
Launch him into the sun.
I love that there's just a love letter here.
Unfortunate.
That's it? That was everything you
That's
could do, huh?
I mean, you're moving around.
I'm moving around.
Island.
Island. Well, we now have an umbrella.
But how
Okay.
do you use it?
There we go. For a minute, the actual, like, interact option was still just open.
Ooh.
Alright. Timing.
This one's one of the funnier timing puzzles.
What if we... Okay, we can't avoid talking to Lynn.
You
Oh,
need
man.
to talk to this woman.
I wonder why we're here.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, there you are, Sissel.
From your dejected expression, I gather. And it's time for this really upbeat music.
Dun, dun.
You didn't find what you were looking for?
Right. I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead. Something horrible.
Horrible. What is it?
There, in the grass. You'd better see for yourself.
Does she have a piece of chicken with her?
No, she's holding a leaf.
It's a leaf.
No. I thought it was like a chicken wing.
She
Lou,
should
I've
eat
got to
it
be
anyways.
honest. They've only modeled entire rotisserie chickens. Looks like a dead body.
I nearly died when I saw it. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we?
No, suppose not. Nah, let's just not.
Yeah, fuck it.
Let's just leave.
Go home.
Go to bed. Hey babe, this is you too.
Oh my god.
Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. You there.
You're talking to me, aren't you?
I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in. I urge you to peruse it thoroughly. Examine it in detail.
What is going on with his hand?
Chillin'.
He just specifically how he died.
He actually just glued a Dorito to the inside of his hand and wants to see how long before it breaks. Try the Dorito challenge. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name?
My name. My name.
What does my name matter when there are more important things to worry about?
This guy's from like a completely different game, honestly.
I love him.
Okay.
Come now, and study these tracks with me, my brother. Come and learn about the Rock of the Gods with me.
They couldn't put religion in here, so they just brought in this guy instead.
The night is no longer young. As a matter of fact, daybreak is approaching. But we are young!
Look, I don't have time to get involved in your way of life, but I am interested in your way of death. Let's go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. That's my catchphrase.
The catchphrase. Is it cool?
What if you What if you didn't die 4 minutes ago?
8:25 p.m.
Holy shit, this guy died quickly.
And so, I made up my mind. I resolved to live here in this park and defend it.
Okay. And what's that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned?
You still don't appear to understand. It's written quite clearly in the fourth leaflet, in great detail.
Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom.
The detective actually got sick of him and shot him.
God.
I'm coming! Just hold on! We're right there! I've located the target, Beauty.
Yeah, babe, I've done my taxes. Now you have to do yours. You voice everyone now.
Girl of the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. My dear, I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. I love this dude.
You know what? I see how the mix-up got made, because I'm assuming the manipulator was supposed to come out with Amelie.
Yeah, but then Amelie got sick. And didn't. Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? Come on.
Eek.
3.
Look, I can't do screams.
Oh gods, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something.
Camilla murder moments.
Camilla, sick, cool murder moments.
Okay, that doesn't seem right.
Death.
What in the world? What just happened?
Oh, that's Mino.
Mino?
Mino, the mascot, the symbol of Temsic Park.
Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete. I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? I love how fucking come from behind on this twist is, though.
Yes, I did. We witnessed it with our own eyes. The power of the Rock of the Gods. That was the power of the gods. The power of the gods saved that little girl.
And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead.
Yes, precisely. That is called the mischief of the gods.
Was it the mischief of the gods or was the ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there is somebody with greater powers than me? I will say, that is like such a shock to see when you first play this game.
Oh yeah. God, this whole sequence rolls.
Look at that, there's another flame besides mine.
Whoa, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on. Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it?
Yeah, so?
Pardon me, but... Are you a god?
I sincerely doubt it. At the last minute, the big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably that flame's doing. Who could it be?
I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god-related.
Huh, maybe I better try talking to this person. You know, I'm kind of curious, if we wait around until, like, the death moment, will we actually see Missile, like, pop around and switch stuff? Because that'd be
Oh.
kind of fun.
That'd be pretty cool.
What the? This person with much greater powers than me. It's you?
Hey! Simple!
Oh, hi, it's,
Funny doggy!
Oh, yeah!
you
This
look
is the
well.
funniest doggy ever.
He's so shaped for being dead.
Did you see? Did you see what I did?
Father, can we just fucking talk about the mechanics of this for a second? Because, like, Missile was not here when we went into the past. I checked.
Yeah, no. The timing on this one's funny.
Which is like, what? When we went back in time, we grabbed Missile halfway through his actions?
I think he was just, like, already here.
I mean, yeah, but he's clearly aware of what he does.
I did it! I tried really hard and I did it! I saved Miss Camilla!
See, like, this is the version of Missile that has already done the act and crushed the man to death.
Yeah.
But, like, where before that happened, so why does he know about this? Like, the mechanics of Cecil's time travel are all fucking whack as shit.
It's specifically, he saved Miss Camilla, and now he's just going back in time endlessly trying to save this guy. Are you telling me I was done in by a puppy dog?
Missile, what's going on? How'd you get the powers of the dead?
I'm glad you asked!
Why are they so much stronger?
After Miss Camilla went out and you left,
Because funny doggies get powers. God.
Yes.
There's like so much violence in that leak.
I looked like crazy to make my own path, and I did it!
Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Doggy.
And then I followed Miss Camilla out into the big wide world! And then, at this park, I found her at last! Yes, you guessed it! I barked, you bet I did! And I went running after her too!
Oh,
Can't believe Scent Man just ran him over.
and then I guess I died. Then I was unconscious for a little while.
And then I had a dream about turkey.
When I came to, it was all over. Poor Camilla! Crushed under that big, scary lump.
Fuck. Oh god.
Now you know my
Oh.
pain.
Oh, what have I done?
I'm so sorry, little lady. Please forgive me. Miss Camilla!
Alright, okay. For some reason I was remembering Sissel as being the only one who has time powers for now. I guess I was wrong about that.
You were incorrect.
I had to rescue Miss Camilla. It was all up to me. I cried out from the depth of my heart. And then... I can't tell you how surprised I was. Bet you understand, right?
Let's just not comment on this.
Don't worry about it.
Better than anybody else
just
could.
aesthetics.
I remembered what you did for me and how you saved me.
So... You went back, right? Back to 4 minutes before the little lady's death?
You bet I did!
Okay.
Missile.
Okay,
Such
I
a
guess I
cute
was just
doggy.
I guess I was just mixing it up with Ray's feet later on.
Yeah.
Yes, my dear. I'll ever so gently nab her and come right back to your side. I checked, I thought. I saw the core.
I don't know. Looks pretty far.
I stretched out my paw towards the core. Oh, how I felt at that moment. I'd love for you to be able to feel it too. Go ahead, Sissel. Go ahead and try it for yourself.
Yeah, like... Missile's got some fucking range on him.
Missile's just fucking powerful.
Like, Sissel's maybe, like, this far. Missile's this far.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe it. How could you connect over such a great distance?
Well, they don't call me Missile for nothing.
Huh. And so then you manipulated that Mino thing and threw it aside?
Right on top of my head.
Well... Sorry, you.
Well, no, actually. How fucking dare you?
Sorry, I'm so used to voicing literally every single character in a scene.
I can't manipulate things like you can, Sissel.
You can't? Then how'd you...
I didn't know what to do. Then I happened to see something out of the corner of my eye. And it had a core too.
To be fair, Mino being just in that unsecured crane is like the worst OSHA violation.
Nothing in this game is OSHA approved. You kidding me?
A single leaf hanging from the tree. I tried reaching out to the leaf.
Like, God, the amount that this does for puzzles is like so fucking ridiculous. Being able
Every
to reach...
puzzle with Missile fucking owns.
You can get so far. You can literally cross the screen. It's so good. What in the world? That's a new interface.
I can't manipulate things. But apparently, I can swap them. As long as the two things have the same shape, that is.
Swap things with the same shape?
Go ahead and try it. Touch the swap button.
Womp.
That's incredible. And so that's how you saved your mistress, is it?
And that's how I became caught up in this, is it? I'm very sorry. My powers were too meager.
Meager.
Because, you see, I saw one more. I happened to notice one more core. There was something with the exact same shape stuck in the branches of a tree.
Hey, you're right. If Mino could be swapped to get into that.
Then disaster wouldn't have to rain down on my head.
But what is that thing? It's too big to be a leaf.
Whatever it is, I'd much prefer it on my head than Mino.
So why didn't you swap the Missile?
I couldn't. I can stretch out my paw a little further than you can, Sissel.
Yeah, a little. It's
A
like
little.
twice the size.
Just a bit. Just a tiny amount. But this was just too far for me. I couldn't reach.
Well... Squish.
Hilarious.
I must admit, it's a fascinating spectacle of a death if I do say so myself. I kept retrying over and over, seeing if there was anything I could do.
I bet there's something you can do now.
Huh?
If we work together, you and me,
Sissel, you think so?
I don't plan on letting anybody die in front of me tonight. You think you could help me?
Of course! Naturally.
So we're gonna drop that Mino thing in a different spot. Okay, let's try it. Let's go back again to 4 minutes before. How many ways did Cecil say that?
Take my voices for a sec. I gotta go talk to my actual dog.
Alright, fair.
Understandable.
Alright, let's get started. 4 minutes from now, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then you have to swap Mino with something else. Something with the same shape. Hey Lou, do you want to take part, guy?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Give me 1 second. Oh, I believe that's a rugby ball.
Okay, rugby ball, huh? Well, with the rugby ball where it is now, Missile can't reach it. So that means I have to move it closer somehow. Looks like you and I will have to work together on that one, Missile. Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you want to use my swap trick, just touch the me icon.
Beautiful.
That way you'll be able to control me. And then if you touch the U icon, control will come back to me. By the way, you can switch between us with select too. I don't know what button that is. Select, huh? I'll remember that. So the thing is, I don't have my controller plugged in right now because this game just uses mouse inputs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm
let's
assuming
go.
it's, because it's supposed to be on the DS.
Yeah, but like you pretty much exclusively use the touch screen, so meh.
Ah, fair enough.
Together, we can stop Mino from hurting anybody. Right, I forgot these guys controlled separately. Well, either way, for now, I just need to get Cecil back to the ball. Alright, Missile. Your powers have the key this time. Okay, I'm ready. I can stop anything that has the same shape. Just call on me if you find anything you want to try. Probably the best thing to do is just try a bunch of things and see how it goes. And if I see something we can swap, I should use the icon. Okay, well, oh, that's nice. You can actually swap while you're in the ghost zone. I do love how one of my options is, for some ungodly reason, to talk.
Strange.
Because that means I have to move outside of Cecil whenever I want. Because that means I have to move Cecil outside of the core anytime I want to swap something. I don't know why this is important, but we might as well.
Funny doggy moments.
Funny doggy
Truly.
moments. Oh, there he is. Oh, right. That was dumb of me. Fine. Ooh, here it come already.
I swore to myself not to repeat my mistakes.
Mistakes?
When somebody's in trouble, you should lend them a hand. Otherwise, you'll definitely regret it. And now the recklessness of use has taken over, giving me lightning fast speed. I've been thinking, if we could stop this man from running, maybe he wouldn't get squished? It won't be easy to stop me once the recklessness of youth has taken over.
Huh, stop him, eh? I mean, that's not gonna work. Let me think. So clearly...
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to step out for a few minutes.
Alright,
Okay.
hurry.
Look at this funny flattened ball. It's the same shape as that horrible Mino. But it's too far to swap from here. Even this ball is starting to look horrible to me.
Huh, we have to find a way to get this ball closer to that Mino thing.
Knock it down from the tree, I say.
There must be something we can do. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can get the weirdo to just yeet the ball up. Come on. Oh wait. Before I do that, maybe I should actually. Oh wait, Cecil can't reach, right?
Yeah, you gotta... Yeah.
Alright. Fine, next time I'll put... Okay. Well, that's a wash.
Yeah, I love this puzzle. This one's great.
The second I moved that ball, we were just locked in.
Oh yeah, you can fuck yourself over so easy.
Because, like, the problem is... Okay, so let's get Cecil across before we do anything else here. Oh, would you look at that? There sure are a lot of round things around here.
Oh boy! That means it's time for me, right? Oh boy! My hair is also round.
Let's see, to use Missile's powers, I just touch the him icon. You know what? Okay. Right. That's why we need to do some of this nonsense, because there's like no way for me to actually get across using these cores right now. God, it's so nice having that much range.
God.
Okay, maybe if we elevate the core a bit, I'll actually be able to get Cecil through. No. Okay, so I guess the obvious question is, no. For whatever reason, I'm not allowed to swap these while Cecil's inside of them. Okay,
Yeah, because the funny ghosts are busy.
Alright, I guess I just have to wait. I have to wait it out until he actually spins it for me.
Yeah, there's some stuff you can do with the spinner.
I think it'd be immensely funny if I could swap the globe climber, but it's got a thing on the bottom.
Not quite.
Torturing him.
Killing him faster.
Aiming for the head. Wow, I didn't see this coming.
Don't you know the first thing about the globe climber?
Huh?
Even little children treat it with the respect it deserves. They know that unless you spin it gently, there's no stopping it.
Yeah, it does look pretty dangerous.
Looks like I'm just destined to fly through the air like this for a while.
Huh. Might just buy us some time.
Maybe he'll just keep spinning around like that the whole 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but I don't think I would stand it for that long.
But anyway, at least stop him from running for a while. Let's do what we can when we have this chance. Okay, so first off, let's get Cecil moving up. And, you know what? There's probably no real reason to do this, but let's swap these around.
For fun.
For fun. So, ultimately, I managed to get to this ball in the present just by moving the umbrella. Ah, but I can't do anything with its core.
Yeah, there's a trick here that I don't remember.
I've got to hit it with a ball, but, I need something that's... I think maybe because he's got so much extra momentum from the spinner, he'll be able to launch the basketball into it, because I don't think the baseball will do the trick.
Hmm. Oh, that was so close!
Oh,
If the ball could have knocked it down!
is that all this umbrella can be used for? For knocking the rugby ball down?
Don't forget about my powers! And don't forget about my recklessness of youth!
Okay, well, let's open the umbrella then and see if we can't catch... the basketball. I guess now we just gotta wait for him to actually come down.
He's slowing down, he's working on it.
Okay. Wow, I so did not see that coming. Never thought the umbrella would catch the ball.
Did you see that? The tree branch! It shook a little!
I think I saw it shake too.
If it only shook a little more, it would knock that terrible rugby ball down. From this terrible tree!
You know he's excited because the resolution on his words is terrible.
I've lowered the resolution of the game!
Maybe it just needs a little more weight.
I'm sure we can do this. We just have to put our heads together.
Everything looks so good so far. Yeah. Alright, Miss... Ah, right. Oh my god, I need to put the tire over here, huh? Well, that's annoying. Right, so there's literally no reason to actually move the tire from its original spot.
You can fuck yourself over a little bit.
As a treat.
That's a treat.
Well, would you look at that? It's a
Cicely,
tutorial.
no!
Oh golly gee gosh!
Oh golly gee gosh, it's time for the tutorial! Everyone's favorite part of every video
I am
game.
back.
Oh, welcome,
Welcome
welcome.
back.
How's Funny Doggy Puzzle going?
Pretty good.
I fucked up because I moved the tire in the beginning, so now I have to restart the puzzle again.
Oh no.
But you learned. You learned so cool and good.
I learned so cool and fun and good. Yeah, Mizzle's got some like weird quirks to him.
Yeah, I love him.
He's great, but also he's got weird quirks with how his ghost tricks, with how his mechanics function. Because he's not allowed to hot swap into something. Yeah, he's not allowed to hot swap into something if he has the ability to swap it with some. If the thing he's trying to move into can swap the other thing. He's also not allowed to share space with Cecil. Tutorial time! Tutorial time!
Everyone's favorite.
It's tutorial time! Alright, so... Right. There we are. Pretty simple first puzzle for Missile. Just kind of
Yeah.
annoying with the resets you have to do.
This is like, I think, my favorite puzzle in the game. I just think it's really fun.
It's simple, it's straightforward, it helps teach you all the funny mechanics of the doggy.
This doggy can do so many funny tricks.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot Missile and Cecil moved separately. For some reason, my brain, they just occupied the same space in the ghost world and dragged each other along.
Nah, they're two guys.
The two guys,
Separate
they're hanging out.
entities.
That's how branches work.
Yeah.
Totally.
There, we moved the ball. What do you think, Missile?
With the ball there, I think I can do it.
In just a few seconds, you'll swap Mino with the leaf. And then from there, you can swap Mino one more time. The final moment is near, Missile. Are you ready?
You bet.
Alright, funny doggy time.
Funny Doggy.
Alright, well I guess we'll just stick around until it starts falling. Oh, right.
Yeah, cause the swap already exists.
Right.
Okay, watch me, Sissel. Here I go.
The finishing touches. You can do it, Missile. Swap Mino with the ball. Swap. She still dies from that.
There, how's that?
My head has been spared. Truly, that was a try worthy of the gods. I have a concussion now.
He actually still dies.
I'm bleeding out.
He's still dead and there's no way to fix it, but hey! At least now we get the music box that was crushed under Mino before.
We did it again, didn't we? Didn't we? Now nobody has to die.
Except for one brave little somebody.
Huh?
I'm talking about you, Missile.
Oh, me? I guess you're right. I'm still dead, aren't I?
So now let's go back and save your life. Let's ignore what this would do to this puzzle.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Now that I think about it, I think I want to stay dead a little longer.
What?
When I was alive, I couldn't even help Miss Camilla when she was in trouble. I want to be able to protect Miss Camilla. And to do that, I need these powers I have now.
I see.
Perfectly understandable. Even I wish I had powers like that.
Hey, we just saved you. Don't you wish your life away already?
Oh, of course. You're right.
Okay, Missile, have it your way. By the way, Mr. Reckless Youth, there's a certain detective who needs that music box we found. When we get back to the present time, could you give it to her?
Certainly. You have my word. Let's go back then. To the present.
Oh, babe, now you
Just
know
miss
my
his
pain.
catchphrase.
It's his game now.
It's his game now.
Put him on the box.
It probably would have sold more if it had a funny dog on the box.
Ghost Trick, Missile Detective. It's the same box art, it's just like a really big missile in the exact same pose as Cecil.
I've seen
Cecil's not
an
even
edit like that is the thing.
The Cecil's not even taken off, just missile superimposed over him.
Missile's actually just sitting on top of Cecil's head. And so Camilla ended up in the hands of the kidnappers. We weren't able to change that part. Didn't listen to my story without saying anything. I'm sorry, I wish there was something else I could have done.
No, you did the best you could. I'm sure she's alright. After all, she has me!
Not right now, she doesn't.
Missile, are you in there?
I love how Lynn immediately knows who's talking.
She's got psychic powers.
She's actually still just hearing the barking. She doesn't actually know what he's saying.
I would love for that to be true.
Miss Lynn, leave Miss Camilla to me. I know I don't look like much right now, but I'm sure I can help her. So,
Oh,
And away he goes.
bye, Miss Lynn.
and thus the cycle continues.
And we never
Like
saw
Hips
Missile
Line.
again.
I'm going to leave it up to Missile.
Kinda looks like missiles being left up to the wind.
Oh! I have something to give you. Stop the park from being turned into a housing site. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods.
Aren't you forgetting your promise?
Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. My apologies. This is for you. Oh,
Just convenient, slipped a leaflet in there as well.
he opened it and put a leaflet in there. You've kept the music box safe, didn't you? Thank you.
I love how she just fit that in her, like, coat.
She's got big pockets.
Hey, Gorpez!
Hey, Lopez. Not at all.
Oh,
I was only doing what the Rock of the Gods would have wanted.
You missed our second player. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
He's mesmerized by my beauty.
The fucking hard judgments and the slow scrawl.
Hey, the cat It's not allowed to get your tongue.
Passes out.
I have a concussion. Excuse me, but are you... No, it couldn't be. Have we met before? Aren't you that little girl from that time? I'll never forget it. It was 10 years ago in this park. 10 years ago?
Wait, how old is this guy? Hold on.
This guy is 30.
Are you talking about this guy's 100 years old?
Fuck, I guess living in the park does do something for you. Jesus Christ.
This guy is actually 6 years old.
He's 5 days old. Here in this park. The gods surely control fate. Today, 10 years from that day, we meet once again. If that isn't the power of the gods, then what else is it?
Could just be a coincidence. But apparently you know our lady detective here. Could you tell us about it? About what happened 10 years ago?
Yes, of course. I was actually just about to do that.
Cool! Didn't realize
Cool.
this guy would give exposition, but you know what, babe?
I'm giving the exposition now.
You're the one talking! What's this rock of the gods you keep mentioning?
Don't you know? It's right there in front of us.
Just miss his body.
It's the rock of the
Where
gods!
the corpse? Missile. Wait a minute. You said gods, but do you mean dogs? Of course not. Don't be silly. This is no time for ridiculous word games.
It's time to talk about Carrie.
Let's talk about that chick from Carrie.
Gorpez, you missed the dumbest moment possible.
Genuinely such a good bit.
You're standing just above the Rock of the Gods now. Take a good look at that monument. Monument?
Rock of the Gods, Timsic Park.
The Rock of the Gods?
I gotta be honest, it's just a crater. Like, I know there's a rock down there that's emanating beams at everyone, but like, from a random person's perspective, that's just a crater.
It's just a pit. The rock is buried in the ground right there. Been there these 10 years.
Really think they would have dug that up at some point.
No! Ever since that day, it flew down from the heavens and showed us a miracle.
A miracle? It killed a man.
It killed someone! So, this rock you've been talking about is a meteorite? Precisely! It dropped from the sky on that day 10 years ago. Yes, of course! Surely you know all about it! Me?
10 years ago.
That day, I just happened to be passing through this park. I had no idea that day would change my destiny. The sun was going down, and through the gloom, I heard the scream of a little girl.
I'd found myself in Slender.
I had to collect 8 pages.
And now
Eight
it's
leaflets.
and now I spend my days passing them out to protect passersby in this park.
I made copies.
Now just calm
them
down
out.
and drop that weapon. Here, babe, you want to take this one?
Oh. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. I peeked out fearfully from the bushes and saw some shadowy figures. I didn't see the face of the criminal clearly. God, that's convenient.
That's super convenient. It definitely doesn't look like anyone we know.
No, it's just some guy.
I do love how they explicitly put the shadows to hide the most incriminating feature, though.
Shh, babe.
I know, but still. They're hiding the pompadour.
Can't believe they're hiding this massive pompadour.
I can't believe Sid Final Fantasy is the criminal.
The crossover of the century.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Lynn's, like, first off, cute outfit. Second off, I know it's supposed to be like a candy apple, but it just looks like a plunger.
She's just chilling. Leave her be. I knew I should do something to help, but I couldn't move. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white.
Oh shit, an actual cutscene.
and I set the cutscene meter.
Well, it's over.
Okay. Thank God. When it crashed into the ground, the meteorite gave off a shower of beautiful fragments. And then I saw it. One of those beautiful fragments pierced into the criminal's back.
Huh. I wonder what else. I wonder where else we've seen the rock's waves.
The judgment of the gods was brought down on the park that day.
Also, give me that the detective just didn't mention the meteor shower.
Dowd is so fucking Catholic about it. He didn't even shoot the man.
Look, but he thought about it real hard. So he deserves to go to jail for murder. 10 years ago, the little girl that was you was saved by the Rock of the Gods. Oh my, I can't believe it! The Rock of the Gods was given the name Temsic. And still today, it lies sleeping deep in the park's earth.
You really think they would have erected a statue or something, but no, they just put up a sign
No.
saying, "Here lies God."
Cool rock we found. I never knew about this Temsic. I always thought Detective Jowd was the one who saved me. You were very young then.
Jowd did in fact shoot, but he missed.
Jowd just can't aim. And you passed out from the shock of being taken hostage. Of course you wouldn't remember.
Well, that's funny. Huge incident like that should cause quite a stir. Strange you never heard of it, Lynn.
It is, isn't it? But now that I think about it, I remember I didn't want to think about what happened. I avoided the news, and I never came back to this park again. Why I didn't know anything about it. The meteorite was named Temsic after the name of the park that it fell in, okay. And then the gods was forgotten. Now an awful thing is happening. They're talking about turning the park into a housing site.
This wouldn't have happened if we'd simply put up a fucking statue.
I'll never forget the miracle I witnessed that day. And so I've taken up residence in this park, and I'm trying to appeal to the people.
It's cheaper than rent.
I couldn't pay my rent also, but that is supplemental. Protect the park, the Rock of the Gods. That is my mission. I see.
Couldn't they, like, just put the rock in a museum or something?
No, they're gonna grind it up and destroy it.
They're gonna pave it over.
God. I'm taking you with me, Missile.
So 10 years ago, the little girl that was Lynn wasn't aware of the meteorite. I get that. But Jowd, on the other hand, there's no way he didn't know about this Temsic thing. And if he knew... And the man died, and I took his life. What was that confession of his all about? I just cast meteor.
I caused the meteor.
The
It
rock
was
of the...
me.
I used to be a black mage before I was a cop. The Rock of the Gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago changed the destinies of many people's lives. Like the ripples on a pond when a pebble is dropped in. With every answer I get, I learn about a new mystery. Will I be able to break the chain of mysteries before dawn? Chain of Mysteries is like an excellent Pokemon Dungeon subtitle.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that Pokemon Mystery Dungeon already has mystery in it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Put mystery twice.
Silent Hill 18, Chain of Mysteries.
Please, I want a new Silent Hill game.
Anyway, now that we have the evidence we need, we decided to meet up again at the Minister's office. Besides, there are a few things I want to ask Jowd.
Yeah, Missile is the best character in like any video game.
He's the only character.
He's the only character.
We found the music box, Detective Jowd.
Good job, Len. I knew you would. Once everything had been resolved, I'd want you to give this to him.
Him? You mean Inspector Cabanella, right?
I don't suppose he'll ever forgive me.
Detective Jowd.
Now then, let's get this thing open. There's a certain knack to doing it, you know? See?
Raw strength.
Calls that knack. Looks more like what Lou said to me.
Lou's in the video game.
Love the fucking pocket dimension.
It's great.
Also,
No,
Ja-
Prime Minister!
He's got a gun.
you should find scorch marks on the grip. But also, you literally just got your fingerprints on it.
Jowd, no! Scorch marks.
When Camilla built her contraption, she used a special kind of string. It's a kind magicians use. It burns up in an instant and disappears.
Why would little Camilla use something like that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's a detective's daughter? Maybe because we keep pyrotechnic string? Not leaving any evidence behind and all that, haha. In the case report, there was mention of some scorch marks. Like, Jowd, why did you have this in your house?
For fun.
When it happened, Camilla was watching from her hiding place. She saw the flame run to the gun, something she naturally didn't include in her design. I took the gun out of the frame and replaced it with a picture. If you remove the picture, you should find scorch marks behind it on the frame, too. And those marks should match up with the ones on the gun.
In other words,
It proves that the contraption existed there in that room that day. And it didn't work the way your little girl intended, is that right? Exactly. Some cowardly culprit modified the design. But that angle was never brought up in court. And so, as Justice Minister, I must call off the execution at this point.
I knew I was right. It wasn't Detective Jowd. Now we can finally prove that. Thank goodness.
Thank you, Len. In those eyes of yours, I see the eyes of that little girl from 10 years ago.
Speaking of 10 years ago.
Speaking of, hey Jowd!
Hey, Jowd! I've got some things to say to you, buddy! Cecil, if you hadn't come to my cell tonight, I would be gone by now, without ever having known any of this. This is what I deserve. That's what I told myself these past 5 years. I'm immensely Catholic. But things are different now. Thanks to you, my eyes have finally been opened. Tonight, I've come into contact with a lot of people's lives and got involved in their fates. And the only reason I was doing it was to regain my own lost memory. But things are different now. We're connected to each other somehow, I just know it. And that's why I need to ask you a few more questions, in order to find the truth about us. Fair enough. Fire away.
God.
Exposition!
Cecil told me all about it, Detective Jowd. About the manipulator.
Yes, and it looks like this manipulator really did number on the minister too. Please don't pick on the minister. If he dies again, I'm the one who has to save him. Oog.
Oog. Sissel, do you think that's what happened to me too?
Hmm? What are you talking about, Lynn? Don't tell me. You were manipulated too? No one would buy a slightly used nectarine.
A slightly used mean in the context of a nectarine.
Don't worry about it.
Oops.
This is you.
Oh, there was always a part of me that just couldn't believe it.
Oh. No, Cecil just got really into voices for a minute. That image of the one who shot me. But now I see the possibility of a new explanation.
But who is it? And why did they do it? That contraption was a birthday surprise for Camilla's mother, wasn't it?
That's
She doesn't
right.
get a name, I guess. Something's been bothering me about it. I feel like I know that device from somewhere.
No surprise there. You lost your life once tonight because of that machine.
Right, I knew it. See, Detective Jowd?
You got me killed, so I guess you did deserve it. No, I'm afraid I don't see. I told Detective Jowd about it. Told him about seeing the exact same contraption tonight in a completely different place. That's very strange indeed. A junkyard on the edge of town? I've never even heard of the place. And what's more, I've never told a single soul about that contraption.
You haven't?
Huh, that old pigeon guy. Who in the world is he? He's psychic! Jowd, you must have heard this name before. Temsek. The meteorite that fell in the park 10 years ago. You were there. So you found out about that, did you? My greatest shame, using black magic. I hear that meteorite saved little Lynn's life. That's right. I couldn't do anything to help Lynn that day. But in that case, I don't get it. If it's true, doesn't it mean you didn't steal somebody's life away?
What are you talking about?
Detective Jowd, you told me that 10 years ago, the person who killed the perpetrator in the park was you.
What? But it was the meteorite.
Have you never heard of the double tap?
God.
God.
I wasn't lying. I stole that man's life away, no question about it. It was entirely my fault.
Don't play his theme during the Catholic guilt section.
I was just about to shoot him. I would have shot him the next instant if the meteorite hadn't come. At that point, I was already a murderer.
That's not how that works.
It's not!
Not true. You were trying to save me.
Detective Jowd's Catholic guilt over his meteorite summoning gun.
I meant to grab the gun that shoots bullets, but I accidentally grabbed the one that shoots meteorites.
We were supposed to fill our guns with silly string, Dowd.
Oh shit.
Wait, he just cast Terra Flare.
Len, I'm sorry, but I don't think that's really it. I summoned the meteorite. I was the one who killed him.
Huh?
God, it's been so long since I've seen How to Train Your Panda. Is this, like, what could that even be in context? Uwe being weird? Uwe feeling
Wait,
guilty about his kid?
I have to say, did you see How to Train Your Panda? you win Kung Fu Panda, right?
You say words. You say any words in any order you want, I guess.
I forgot the title for a minute.
Oh god.
How to Train Your Dragon, but it's pandas instead of dragons.
Fuck, I'm gonna attack you in the streets, babe. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm turning into something tonight. Nothing good.
There's a gas leak in your home.
I'm fucking crying.
Same. You know what, Gorpus? I guess you did get to see a Rachel moment.
This is a terrifying moment.
Well, now that has to get clipped too.
Oh god.
Fucking How to Train Your Panda, Jesus Christ.
I'd watch that movie.
On that day, 10 years ago, a different incident happened in another place.
Another place, huh?
Yes, in the police headquarters interrogation room. The worst sort of incident. A suspect who was being questioned escaped.
Wow. Didn't know about that.
I happened to be there in the detective division, so I joined the chase. Okay, so like, you're not even the reason he escaped. Fortunately, or I guess unfortunately, I was able to track him down low in the park. Hold it right there. We've said this so many times. I fired a warning shot. I wanted to catch him. Bad. That warning shot made him panic. At the time, I was a young green detective brandishing my sense of justice like a sword. I made him panic and got you involved, Len. It was all my fault. Look, all I'm saying is that he simply could have chosen not to take a hostage.
Yeah. Detective Jowd.
All I could see was my target. I couldn't even
I'll
see
be right
you.
back.
Hurry, hurry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Len. Why do I keep having just like the funniest statements today?
There's a gas leak in your home.
To be
So... No.
to be fair, the stove in my house sucks.
Oh god, babe.
It's fine once it gets going, but it refuses to light so much of the time, and the whole time it's spouting gas to ignite. Nah.
God, babe.
I mean, what am I gonna do? Not use the stove?
You make a good point.
Gorpez, you need to sell it better. Slightly used is fine on a car. It's not fine on food.
What have you done to this nectarine that makes it slightly used?
Gorpez
So-
licked it and then put it back on the shelf.
Oh god. Remember when people were like doing that with ice cream and they had to literally like lock up refrigerator sections of stores?
I don't actually.
Oh, cool. So I'm just burdened with this knowledge. Great.
Wait, what's going on?
God. We were talking about Gorpez's used nectarine, and then Rachel said a thing that reminded me of that weird trend where people would go into stores and like open ice cream tins and like lick them for clout, and it led to the freezer sections being like locked off.
Didn't a girl get arrested for that?
Probably, that's like tampering with food. That's so illegal.
Yeah, no, that was a wild time.
Oog. Anyway, so the man who grabbed me died that day.
These last 10 years, I've never forgotten his face. And then a few years after that, when my wife Alma died in such a mysterious way, I thought it was fate. My punishment for what I'd done. What, being a cop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's, you know, if it's for being a cop, that's justified. Because, like, there's no explanation for him actually having killed the man. I painted pictures in my cell. Nothing but portraits of people's faces. All the faces of the many people I'd met in my life and didn't want to forget. And tonight, I finished my last portrait. The final face I wanted to remember. Sid Final Fantasy. The final face. The face of the man in the park that day. You know what? I'm not... You can just kind of say anything about celebrities. I don't know what a celebrity is. Who the hell's Gwyneth Paltrow? Don't answer
Gwyneth
that.
Paltrow's fucking insane.
Lady from Iron Man.
That
Woman.
I was about to say that doesn't narrow it down. Doesn't Iron Man have like a woman in it?
Literally, yeah, it does narrow it down immensely.
Yeah, I figured it was Pepper. Alright, wait just 1 minute. That can't be. I saw that painting. I saw the face you painted tonight. It was my face. Lou, there's so much going on in this story.
There is.
Are you telling me I was the man in the park that time? That's right. That face of yours is the face I saw 10 years ago. The face of the man whose life I stole, the man who's pronounced dead at the scene. That sounds like really unpleasant, Gorpez. Like, holy shit.
That potion of clog your pores.
But hold on, Detective Jowd. That can't be true. I just met Sissel for the first time tonight. And he died right in front of me.
Have you ever heard of a doppelganger?
God.
Reincarnation.
The name that I know the man in the park that day by isn't Sissel. What? From the first minute I laid eyes on you tonight, I've been wondering, who in the world is this guy? Well, I'm not going to tell you his name, that's for sure.
We're busy.
Mr. Minister, it's time for that puzzle. Inspector Cabanella, where are you? Just be quiet and listen. This is our demand. What? Demand? Our demand hasn't changed. The execution must be tonight. Once we confirm it's been carried out, we'll release the hostage. What are you talking about, Inspector Cabanella? And you know it wasn't my daughter who was abducted. Does it really matter who the hostage is? A life is a life. Even if it's the daughter of a death row prisoner. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. Inspector Cabanella was the traitor.
God.
He was
What
the
is it,
imposter.
Mr. Minotaur? Fuck you. Fuck. Mr. Minotaur, you're paler than ever.
Babe, you've inherited it. My curse. What in the world? What's a Minotaur?
Shut up.
What's
Mr.
going on?
Minotaur.
What's going on? Inspector Cabanella. The rock of the gods that fell from the sky 10 years ago twisted the fates of many people and started a chain of tragic events. And even now, the chain continues to grow ever longer. Inspector Cabanella's call proved that to us. And the greatest mystery of all has risen to the surface. Who is this me I've been chasing all night? Who am I? I'm even further from knowing than when I started. Someone who knows about pasta, can you fact check Gorpez for me?
You think anyone in this call knows anything about pasta?
I only know linguine from Ratatouille.
Literally, I went to Google linguine and that was like the first autofill result.
10 years ago, a man named Cecil took a little girl named Lynn hostage and then was killed by meteorite fragments. But, like, we literally just established that wasn't his name.
Look,
To-
we're working on it.
It's the only name he knows to call himself.
Yeah, he's working on limited info, babe.
Tonight, a man named Cecil met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. This fucking blew my mind as a kid. I see
Rules.
myself.
What the fuck?
Because, like, fun fact, one of the first essential rules we were told in the tutorial is that you can't manipulate corpses. Which we know, because we tried to manipulate this guy's body. Hey, babe.
Oh fuck, I forgot. There you are, Commander Sith. Finally.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is this guy Palpatine Sith?
Fucking Duel of the Fates starts playing.
Cecil! Where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you.
A little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up.
I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain?
We can talk about that when we get together.
This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Cecil. I don't know what you're referencing there, Gorpez.
I have not seen that, no.
Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Also, Lou, just for context, Tutorial Man also told us that we'll just cease to exist once sunlight comes.
Ah, I see.
So we've got to figure out everything tonight.
Before dawn. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Apparently, someone put WandaVision on. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. Does anyone here, like, care about WandaVision?
Not
I-
the slightest.
I don't give a shit about the MCU in current phase. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know, Gorpez... It's a pretty accurate description of this guy. Ah, yes, we're very close. We will now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Oh yeah, we could have just dropped in on this guy whenever we wanted. We just didn't.
Yeah, like you can go to any area you want, provided you're not in a 4 minutes moment.
Yeah, or the phone isn't disconnected like this.
Yeah.
Oh man, the resolution went way down to show this off.
Oh god.
They're rendering so much in this cutscene.
Such a big room in that submarine.
Also, babe, the call's getting angry at me again, so I'm gonna reset.
Alright, reset, reset. Well, everyone, it looks like I'm actually back in the call now. That took a minute.
My face fucking hurts now.
Too many good
There
bits.
have been so many good bits.
What, Lou? You can't withstand the sheer might of that chick from Carrie?
God, I think that chick from Carrie should star in How to Train Your Panda.
Like of all the fucking mashup titles I could get, why did I land on How to Train Your Panda?
I mean, to be fair, you were pulling from DreamWorks movies.
I was pulling the
God.
DreamWorks movies. A
Yes.
major, a really
Someone referenced Master Oogway. I don't know where How to Train Your Dragon came from, but Kung Fu Panda makes sense.
It's because the movie spent so long training the panda. It's the first word association I had. Anyway, babe.
Nice try, Inspector Cabanella. but you could never stop me.
Oh shit, fucked up an evil Cecil sprite.
Fucked up sprite moment, yeah! He's a twisted fucking psychopath. See ya, sucker.
Alright, here's the real crossover though, babe. Ghost Trick and Twelly.
God, I'm taking the hyperfixations and I am mashing them together.
So, that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway... You know what, Gorpez? Make the movie you want to see in the world.
Be the change you want to see. You have the power.
Make a good version of Ready Player One. Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I'd better talk to him. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and fix this. I'm a little nervous about what I might see there though. But if that's where I'm gonna find my answers, I can't run away from it.
Exactly, Torpez. Be the change you want to see in this world.
Make the running of the tigers! Gorpez, are you perhaps Jurassic Park?
What, the entire...
Yes!
Okay.
Gorpez is the park.
We're learning so much today.
Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call.
That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. Gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country.
Evil sprite moments.
Evil sprite moments! What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive?
Gorpez, when was the last time you heard from Harold? Why are you doing this?
Now, is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago.
Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that?
Wrong! I was murdered! By all of you! Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner even though I was innocent. Lynn, that girl who was right there when I was running.
Look, holding a hostage at gunpoint is not an innocent behavior, buddy. Lynn, she was just an innocent little girl playing in the park.
That brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage.
That's the most self-centered garbage I ever heard. And I would know, I'm an Elvis impersonator.
Finally, you, Inspector Cabanella.
Me?
You hadn't done what you did. I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record. My case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth. Me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good.
Yeah, like, This is not his office. This is the office of a random superintendent of a junkyard.
That's why you didn't help him escape from prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Look, the superintendent's got money.
Yeah. I got nothing to say to you. You'd never listen anyway. Gun!
Gun!
Shit.
Ye gods.
Then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic.
Alright, I guess he does have an object manipulation ability. Huh. Sorry, I just did not remember what the guy was up for. Revenge. That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense.
Babe.
Ah, thanks. Hey, man. Mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cavanella, he's awake? My head is spinning, baby. Am I to understand that Cavanella character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so? But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? Guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Cecil guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's what I'm here to say to you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. Oh! Can't believe they made a spin-off. Good for him. Oh, yeah, good luck with that.
Ooh.
So you came on a rescue mission now, didn't you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby? Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby.
Even without his memory, he is still an Elvis impersonator.
It's a fundamental part of him.
No. Right. So, are you a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah, but I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red's a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. By the way, can I just say, I do want to look at him. There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? Does that mean that rock has magic?
Yes.
Alright. Hey, real quick. We're gonna see this a lot. Might as well get it out of the way. This is what the blue joke was about last stream. What's going on? Never seen the ghost world like this.
So you're here, are you?
He sensed my presence.
I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you?
You think you're safe?
You think you're safe? I don't know why you're wearing my face. But you might as well give up now. I control everything. Everything! Including the life of this police inspector in white.
Wait, don't shoot. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, it's time for the puzzle of all time. This other me knows about the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You were practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. Guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. Right, and that's... I think this is the only puzzle... I think this is the only puzzle that has that gimmick, but...
It is. It's just for, like, dramatic effect.
Okay, but like... I remember a solution to this puzzle, but where the hell's Missile?
So do you want me to tell you? Cause I know.
You know what? I'm going to bet he's in the basement. I need that guy to turn around somehow. I just need, Banana Man to turn around. Ah, wait. Guess who gets to rewind because I wasn't in the tea kettle.
Yeah, I know the solution to this one, cause I told Rachel this. I binged a playthrough of this over the weekend, so I know all the late game solutions decently well.
Yeah, like this is one of the puzzles I actually remember. At least I remember
Oh,
the
of
final
course.
solution. Because, like, how could I forget this one? Considering the amount of times I fucking died.
Purgatory puzzle.
Alright. Ooh, frame rate.
Ooh, scene transition.
Look at this place. What in the world happened here? I think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here, and now there's another death lying hidden here. What? Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life valuable to the nation here? Thought you were talking about you. Huh, I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby.
Oh,
Science Man's here.
in the video game.
Hey, come to think of it, where is Science Man? Ah, right, we need to rewind again because I'm guessing Missile's going to be in Science Man's chunk. You know what, let's see what this measuring device is real quick.
Just blows up.
This is some kind of device. Very astute observation. Sorry, my memory's not working. Yeah, mine's not working either. I do remember seeing someone use this equipment. I love that there's just a tire here. Excuse me. Are you awake? Of course! I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things, but never mind that. Cabanela, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you, pretending like you didn't just blow up the place. Are you talking about me? Oh, this is a different guy, and I'm his guest, actually. Said he came to rescue us. Unlike you, my shop friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now I'll be going back 4 minutes before you died. In order to change your fate, that is. Aren't we already in the past, ma'am? We can go back even further. We have the technology.
Have the power.
I still don't see a path to saving Cabanela, but if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead.
Now we're 8 minutes back in time.
How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of his powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous.
So, you figured it all out, huh? God, fucking love the way Evil Sissel is animated. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanella.
He knows he's dead and he's milking it for all he's got. So it's really true? You're...
I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body's just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn.
No, I'm a very big fan of this theme.
Yeah, no, the variation of 4 minutes before is fucking good.
So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that?
To create conclusive evidence. You know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Jowd did. Now then, Professor.
Gotta be honest, the Evil Sissel's like incredibly petty. Like he did
He
die,
is.
but he also has ghost powers, so he's effectively not dead, because he can just do this now.
I could talk about his characterization forever, but a lot of it revolves around spoilers. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. Don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you.
Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then?
I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with the contraption in this room. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way.
Sorry, I saw Sissel's... I zoned out for a second there, and I saw Sissel's sprite and thought that was me.
Hindbrain took over.
Hindbrain. Hindbrain decided it was time to train your panda.
God.
Professor, look out! Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared.
I remember this funny guy?
He's blue now.
He was always blue.
My statement is still correct. The medical examiner. Remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. He said it was going to take the corpse back to the lab, but he'd already made a deal with the manipulators to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't gonna let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew it was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle the corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never my wildest dreams I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm gonna follow him, of course, after I save you two. Something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? Oh, you see, what happened is he kept core hopping to the other side of the planet before daybreak.
He's perpetually living in one endless night.
No time for thinking now, baby. Action's the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Alright, do you actually want to keep going with this puzzle, or should we just save it here and leave it for next time?
This is gonna be a long one. Like, I think this chapter includes both stages of this puzzle and some exposition later.
Yeah, so you want to just call it here then?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry everyone. I know you're so excited for that high-octane puzzle action we've been promising. But unfortunately, it's time for lunch. And, well, we've hit our streaming limits. So, I hope everyone
so
had...
silly and hungry.
I hope everyone had a lovely time. And I hope y'all enjoyed the stupid stuff coming out of our mouths tonight, because it was dumb.
Really dumb.
Alright, have a wonderful day, everyone. And good day. Goodbye. Farewell.
Bye bye.
Bye.